All right. Hey, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to this week's My Investment Services Live Facebook post. We got about 10 minutes to go. And I've got to switch over and do the weekly webinar. And tonight's subject is a follow-up to last week's subject, which has to do tonight specifically with planning. So I've got a special guest, Craig Hanna, good friend of mine, one of the most successful internet security businesses on the planet. And he's created this awesome program for you to use for planning. So last week I showed you the process that I go through for first creating your vision statement, creating your goals, number two. Number three is determining or defining your actions database. And number four is finally planning, okay? And I use this nice little handy tool here, Franklin Covey Planner, been doing it for 31 years. Works like a charm. Plenty of systems out there. Choose the one that works for you. This one tonight, Greg is going to show us how his system works. Look how thick this is, guys. This is 1/4. This is how serious this guy's about his planning. Everything in here. I'll just flip through this, okay? So I'm doing a pilot program with him right now. All right, look at all this. Okay, this is 90 days. If you use this. When you use this, you will be successful. I was going to say something kind of, tongue in cheek, but the bottom line is this: use a system like this, guys. It's so thoroughly detailed, you can't go wrong. You just have to use it. Okay. Everything I gave you last week. All right. Prepare yourself so that you actually do plans and take actions. You'll never have an issue. You'll never have a worry. What do you do first? What do you do second? What do you do next? When you wake up, what I'm going to do today won't be an issue, okay? When you go to bed, you'll know precisely what you did today, and you know precisely what to do tomorrow. You know what you have to do next week, next month, for the entire quarter, okay? So hope you can participate tonight. So again, it's the My Investment Services weekly live webinar. Now, just to give you a rough idea here, sorry, a frog in my throat. I think I just got rid of it. Is the key thing is you want to use something that you actually will use. So there's all kinds of systems. I just like this not because I'm part of the pilot program, I am, but I see results. I know other people using this and doing this, and I know Greg, and it really does work. So let's just look at some of this stuff, give you a rough idea, okay? First off, you have a section called list, okay? You have master task list, right? So I'm going to kind of hold this up for you here, right? Then you have and this is several pages long. Now, check this out. The next section is, right, fun to do, right, or have. Fun to do or have. All of those lists. Then you get into this, books to read. Okay, books to read. Oops, there it is, okay. How about improve finances? Is that something you'd like to do? Okay. How about dreams, big and small? And then next section, okay. By the way, you see how big this is? Dreams, big and small. You've heard me talk about dreaming, critical. I'm not talking about dreaming like you do at night, although sometimes it comes out to be pretty appropriate. What I'm talking about is constructive daydreaming, okay? This is what you do with your time when you believe you have idle time. You should never have idle time. There's no such thing as being bored, okay? If you find yourself saying I'm bored, it's because you simply don't know how to make the best use of what God gave you. This is one way to do it, okay? Now look at this, called the Edge Planner, quarterly, all right? So here you've got your quarterly planning review. Do you think this would tie in nicely with what we went over last week? Yep. In any case, everything in here, look at that. Most important priorities, all right? Habits I'll develop. Oops, script here. Habits I'll develop. My assessment of the quarter. Okay. And how about this? My wins. Okay. And not completed. Then we have monthly. Remember we talked about that last week? You take a year ago, you break it down quarterly, then monthly, then you break it down weekly and then daily. So in any case, here's the actual monthly view. All right, and you can plot things in there. The other thing I like about this, by the way, if it's not obvious, is because the structure it's in, the format that it's in, you can easily save this and keep this on a bookshelf, right? Put this on a bookshelf, like you do at home, in your home office or home library. I hope and wish and prayers that your library is much bigger than your TV. I don't even own a TV. Just not worth it to me to have one. I'd rather spend my time reading books, okay? So in any case, much more enjoyable. So these are all the monthly views, all right? Now I'll get into some real simple, basic stuff here. So look at this daily scorecard. Let me just hold this up so you can see this, right? Daily scorecard. In these sections, the camera's got kind of fuzzy, but I'll just get this. The edge, right at the beginning, he's got here, meditate. I visualized, I meditated, I did positive self-talk, I exercised, I drank so many liters of water, I took supplements, I ate to my plan, and I read for 15 minutes. That's minimum. Okay, you notice these are the things that Greg has up top, right? This is at the top of the list. Nothing else gets done till this gets done, right? Then you have your business KPIs and your personal KPIs, right? And you've got totals for the month, how many times you actually, meditated, how many times you visualized, how many times you did positive self-talk. I do this every single day. If you remember last week, I showed you this, all right? Every single day, all this stuff, right, that's in ink up here, pray, meditate, visualize. Here, I'll just give these to you. Affirm, forgive, give thanks. Let's see. Intentions for the day, journal. Of course, meditating's in there, planning. Then the four next things are this: love, learn, teach, profit. That's how I live my life every day. Love, learn, teach, profit. Okay. At the end of the day, I've got blessings, kindness, contribution, appreciation. Every single day, I reflect on that and I take notes on it and I check it off. So in any case, taking what I do, you can then use Greg's plan to implement and execute. This is a daily scorecard, right? So you do this and look at this. He's got weekly. Remember, I talked about that. Remember, annual, quarterly, monthly, weekly. So in here you have your weekly plans. Okay, weekly plan and review. And over here he's got, look what that says. My plan to attack this week. Do you think he's pretty aggressive? Well, the company he runs is successful because of the way he lives his life. This is how he lives his life. Because of that, he's successful at what he does in business and everything else. I met his wife, great people, great folks up in Massachusetts. So in any case, guys, we're running out of time here. I just want to go over show you this, right? Hope you can be on the webinar because Greg's going to take an entire hour to explain this to you. And if you want to participate in development, I suggest you do it. I always, you know me, I'm always encouraging any of my students and my agents, my investors to anytime you can be part of the development program, best time to do it. Everybody succeeds. You get direct access to the trainers, to the material, and they guarantee success because they want to have a product that's working for the general public, and you get to be part of the development, okay? So in any case, most important projects for the week, all right, I just want to kind of finish this up here. Morning assessment, morning assessment. And then my top lifetime goals, right? And then you get into the daily activities. Today's most important priorities. Today's inspired action plan, right? Most important priorities, action plan. And he didn't just action plan, he said inspired action plan, right? So in case, end of day assessment, that's over here, end of day assessment. And then notes, ideas, plans, and doodles. I like this, and I hope you like it too. Again, his name's Greg Hanna. Okay, you can go online and Google Greg Hanna. This is eventually going to be part of the mainstream media. Right now, we have direct access. So in any case, guys, I got to get hopping here. I'll see you in a few minutes on the weekly My Investor Services webinar, Path to Prosperity. We'll see you there. In the meantime, take care. God bless, and I'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to go into how to create and manage your database, your contact management system. Whether you're an investor or an agent, either one, you should be part of that, okay? All right, take care. God bless. We'll see you next week. Bye.